Alright lads, so today we got a pretty cool thing, round 2 of the 10th anniversary photo print. For those that are out of the loop, this is one of the ongoing projects for the 10th anniversary where if you are in Japan, you can, I believe, go to a 7-Eleven or go to a certain store and actually play Aaroniero Brave Souls where you get a random print of a character's artwork. So it's a pretty cool thing that Caleb are doing Aaroniero, which again, doesn't always happen with Brave Souls. Unfortunately, it's only for those that are in Japan, but fortunately for those that aren't, like us for example, what we do have here, anytime a new round does begin, round 1 just happened last month, we get a 7-day login bonus, where if you do log in over 7 days, you get a guaranteed 6-star summon ticket, which lets you pick any character from the selection. And keep in mind, it is here for the entire month, so if you haven't logged in just yet, you have plenty of time to claim it. And the character selection this time around isn't nearly as good as round 1. You know, round 1 was exceptionally crazy because it let you pick a new 1000-year Blood War seasonal character like Shinji, Momo, and also Ririka. This time around, it just consists of Cacao Society characters, Future Society, and also Machine Society. Nonetheless though, if you haven't already gotten every single character here, this essentially is guaranteed orbs. But even if you are someone that has every character here, you can still walk away with something good because you get to pick it. And at the very least, with these top 3 characters, the Machine Society characters, they're not even a year old yet. They're about to be at the end of the month. And they still hold up relatively well, so they're good characters to pick. And with that, in general, it's just a great idea to get people logging in daily and just reward you, right? Which is something that you expect to see during the 10th anniversary. It's one of the few things Caleb are doing right this year. But unfortunately, you know, just to mention it, it doesn't take away the bad they're doing this year with the whole point event change. Again, hopefully, they address that sometime soon. Now, with that said, for those that are wondering if you haven't already gone ahead and done it, what are the best characters to pick? Well, I think the best way to actually break that down is by breaking them into tiers. Tier 1, 2, 3, and 4. Tier 1, in my opinion, are characters that I still use, and characters I see other people still use. So, like I already mentioned, the Future Society characters definitely hold the most value here, since they are just the newest characters. I'd say the 2 standouts when compared to the tier 1 characters is going to be Orihime and also Aaroniero, because they are still meta guild quest characters. Now in the case for Aaroniero, he's been replaced by Christmas Retsu. If you have her, technically you don't need Aaroniero, but in the case for Orihime, for example, in the ranged Soriba guild quest, she is the best normal attack damage character you can use. So if you were in a situation, hypothetical, where you don't have Aaroniero and you don't have Orihime, well, if you have Christmas Retsu, then I would pick up Orihime. If you don't have Christmas Retsu, I would pick up Aaroniero. That's how I personally see it, but in general, any of these top 4 characters are solid characters to pick up. However, do consider tier 2, 3, and also 4. Because one thing that is worth mentioning, especially with the Future Society characters, while they are technically the best of the bunch, they are the newest characters, it is expected after all, they are also the newest characters, so they do get put into fillers. You're more likely to come across an Aaroniero, Noritora, and also Orihime than you are to potentially get a Cacao Society Kisuke, for example. So in all honesty, going back and picking an older character, when you get your ticket, they are listed in order, by the way. It's not a bad idea to pick an old character because they aren't widely available. You're likely not going to get that character unless you get super lucky, or in some cases unlucky during a potential unfeatured foray. Because like it, when you are pulling on a banner, you don't want to see that unfeatured foray. So with that in mind, when it comes to tier 2 characters, besides Grimmjow, all these other characters here do actually resurrect and at least offer a secondary good trait. So either recharge and strong attack damage, recharge and full stamina, normal attack damage and full stamina, or full stamina and also strong attack damage. You can double confirm what soul trait they do pick up by going into the album or going onto BBS Simulator. But again, besides Grimmjow here, because these characters do resurrect, they all offer an additional 75 Spirit Orbs. If you missed the chance to buy them in a resurrecting pack, this potentially is a good way to get 150 Spirit Orbs and also a good soul trait. In the case for tier 3, they're all also resurrectable, but don't really offer anything super crazy in terms of soul traits. So again, just pick any character you want that you maybe are missing or just like the most. And any of these characters will again offer 150 orbs as they do resurrect. And then tier 4, not like too bad of a character, but at least as of right now, none of these 3 characters resurrect, so you're only getting 75 orbs. And if you are a potential light spender on this game, they will eventually resurrect, hopefully sometime soon. And when they do, you can buy their character packs. So with that mindset, hypothetical, if I was someone that was going to buy upcoming resurrecting characters, through the character packs, I would not be picking up the tier 4 characters. And that's, in my opinion, the best characters to pick. At the end of the day, it's your ticket. Pick any character you want. The future sighted characters are the newest. You know, they are also going to be a bit more available through upcoming summons. Upcoming free seasonals too. So if you miss them now, there is a chance you could get them later on, which you can't always say the same for these old characters that came out 4+ years ago. Sure, they aren't offering anything new in terms of meta, if you even care about that, but they are going to be a more rare character and a potential good second soul trait and also extra orbs that you can use on an upcoming banner. With that said though, that's my recommendation. Let me know in the comments below what you guys did get, and for those that are curious, here is what I picked with my Choose a 6-star summon ticket. But with that said, let's go ahead, do the free multi that we have right here. I saved this because I was actually able to do it yesterday. I'm hoping to get Christmas Nelly out. She's like the character I want 5/5 here, and she's currently 4/5. Can we get it? There's a 2-in-1 here. Unfortunate. All right. So if you've been logging into the game over the last 7 days, we now have the second photo print ticket. Which, again, really cool stuff that they are doing here. Especially if you live in Japan, because you can actually buy that artwork. You can go to like a 7-Eleven and pick up some BBS seasonal artwork. So the selection this time around is not as good as round 1. Because round 1 did include actual new Blood War seasonal characters. You were able to pick up Shinji, Ririka, and Momo. That was really cool. Like, even if like the next 2 rounds, because there's 4 rounds in total. Even if they don't include any of like the new released characters, I'm still okay with it. It'd be really cool if they do. But at least we ended up getting like an actual new banner character selectable from a ticket. It's a pretty easy selection. It's pretty much pick a new character or pick a future sighted character. They're the newest characters here, so they hold the most value. I would say Orihime and Okura have the best value here. Me personally, I'm going to go with Okura. Orihime would be nice to get 2/5. I currently have both of them 1/5. But I own Giselle Max Ascended, so like the difference between like a 1/5 Orihime and a 5/5 or a 2/5 Orihime isn't that big of a difference. However, getting the focus slot on Okura would actually be very beneficial. Let me just double confirm though, I do have Oak 2/5. Oh, 1/5. Yeah, so he's 1/5. You can already see I gave him the level 10 focus slot, so that would definitely make my ranged Quincy Killer Guild Quest team a lot better. Because I do not own Retsu. I was about to say actually. I mean, technically that is correct at the same time. So we go, I'm picking Okura. Let me know in the chat who you like to pick in. Big Oak. Cheers to him. Again, hoping sometime this year we can maybe get more future sighted characters, because this is a really good selection of characters and design. But hopefully they do it. Personal nitpick, don't put the Arankas in their base form. Like, I feel like we've been getting too many base form Arankas lately. Even for seasonals, bro. Like, I feel like Oak as a resurrection in this design might have slapped a bit harder, personally. Same with Noritora. But it's cool nonetheless. We appreciate Killab. This is a W. However, the W is kind of, how do you say it? Is countered by the L with the point event change, you know? I appreciate it, but, you know, let's fix that point event. Let's fix that point event.